My name is Sam Geyer, and this is my informative speech over why the National League won the World Series this year. Every year in July, the best players in baseball get together to play an outstanding game pitting the National League against the American League. The fans and the players and the managers vote in the best players they think can play the best game for this All-Star game. In 1996, the National League won the All-Star game. And then 13 years after that, they hadn't won a single game since. The American League continued to dominate the game. However, this year, the National League decided it was their year and they were not going to let the dominance continue. And they did this using a couple different factors. First of all, they had excellent pitching. In a game where most of the players are voted in because they're consistent hitters and they can hit home runs or at least consistently hit, like I said before, this game is dominated by pitching. There's great pitchers like Wainwright from the Cardinals who can hit and continuously strike out hitters, or at least not throw pitches where they can get home runs or score very easily. There's also the best fielders in the game are also voted in, which leads to a less chance of stolen bases or extra bases being obtained by the people who are lucky enough to get on the bases through these outstanding pitchers. Also, like I said before, since this game has a lot of good pitchers, the manager needs to know the batting lineup, and they can't put all of their best hitters right in a row. You don't want your power hitters in a row because just in case that the pitcher is really good at getting them out, you don't want to have to lose morale and lose your momentum just because all your best hitters are in a row and now they're all out. Or you don't want to use them all up in one inning. So just because they're all good hitters doesn't mean they'll all hit well against the same pitchers, the all-star pitchers. You want a combination of good line drive hitters and good home run pitchers in a row. You could see this with Cincinnati's Rolen when he got on base. Not only was he a good hitter and he could hit well enough to get on base, but he was fast enough to actually stay on the base. Enough for Holiday from the Cardinals to get on base also. And then when McCann came up, he's the Braves catcher, when he got his double, he got 3 runs in, which led to their 3-1 winning for that inning, dominance over the American League. Now, once that you have these points, it goes back to being a complete pitcher's game. The closing pitchers, like the Giants' Brian Wilson in the 8th inning, he kept the score the way it was. He didn't let the American League hit on him, and he didn't let them score any points. And then Jonathan Broxton of the Dodgers finished out the 9th, which led to the National League winning. It's more pressure to win a game at the end because instead of just pitching to where you're letting your team catch up and get ahead in the hitting and the batting, you have to make sure that you aren't letting the other team get ahead of you. So basically, pitching dominated the game, and the National League showed that it has the best pitchers in the game, and also the best hitters and runners. And the most important thing about the All-Star game was that because the National League won, they get home field advantage for the World Series in the upcoming fall, which is going to be very exciting.